Hey, interwebs, we're going to talk about the Camry today. Got a couple of things I want to go over, and then we're going to go on a test drive. So who is a Camry buyer? Who is the Camry for? Who is the core customer for the Camry? You. You're well, maybe not you. Maybe you're looking for a pickup truck. Like the Corolla, it is good for the commuter and first-time buyer, especially with the all-hybrid system. So you're looking at about 44 to 51 miles per gallon on all the models. They are all hybrid. There is no more Camry hybrid. It's just the Camry, and they're all hybrid. They also come in all-wheel drive, so you have the option of front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. But the commuter, the first-time buyer, younger demographics are starting to get into this because of price point. It does cost you a little bit more than a Corolla does as far as starting. You're starting at 24 with the Corolla. You're starting about 30 with the Camry. So maybe not your college student, but your first job. So first-time buyers, young demographics, daily driver, needing a little bit more space. The small family, got one kid, looking to have a little bit more space in the back seat than what you're going to get with a Corolla. Value, great value in this car. You're looking at great gas mileage, great longevity, great resale value down the road, which gives you good value. It is for the long-term owner. We're not looking, or you're not looking for a car that you're going to jump into and jump out of on a regular basis. You can lease these Camrys very well. Depending on the month, everything is going to change month to month. Yeah, but that's essentially who the Camry is for. Somebody maybe a little bit more established than a college kid. You can be an empty nester like me. I'm currently driving a Prius. My next car is going to be a Camry. I don't know if it's going to be an SE, an XLE. I don't know yet. But my next car is going to be a Camry. I drive 65 miles one way to work. And at the time, the Prius was what was getting me there. In August, August 30th, it'll be 3 years in that Prius. I've got 105,000 miles, so I do a little bit of driving. I need the miles per gallon. Who is our main competitor? Well, there's a lot of cars in that segment. Main competitor is going to be the Honda Accord. Honda builds a great car. Not as good as a Toyota. I may be just a little bit biased, but I'm selling Toyotas for a reason. Starting prices are going to be similar. Your Accord is going to start a little bit less. They've got a little bit more room in the back seat, and they do offer a hybrid. You can only get the hybrid in the upper trim level, so you can get a hybrid for less with better gas mileage than what their hybrid is giving you in all the different trims. The other big thing here in Michigan especially is the all-wheel drive. The Accord is not available in an all-wheel drive. Camry's available from LE all the way up to an XLE in all-wheel drive. They are all hybrid, so you're looking at an average of about 47 to 51 miles per gallon. But with that in mind, just remember, all the cool kids are driving off into the sunset in a Camry. Yes, a Camry, not an Accord, a Camry. All the cool kids. The cooler cool kids are buying their Camrys from my home dealership of Toyota of Grand Rapids. The coolest of the cool kids are buying from ToyotaJohn at Toyota of Grand Rapids, and they're getting a Camry, not an Accord. Let's go out and check this car out, and then we'll go for a ride. All right, so we're going to take a look at a Camry SE. This is, I believe, this is a front-wheel drive. Not that it makes a difference in the car other than the drivetrain, but you're not going to really feel a difference. This is the heavy metal. Yeah, so the Camry SE, you've got the honeycomb front end, a little bit sportier look. You got the vents, darker wheels. It all has Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. So you've got the latest and greatest in safety, lane trace, pre-collision, all of that. Blind spot monitor is going to be standard across the board. So somewhere in there, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see it right there. There's your etchings. Like the Camry, or like the Corolla SE I did last week, you've got the spoiler on the back. You've got a more aggressive rocker panel, darker wheels. They're all hybrid. So you're looking at a hybrid. This is the SE, like I said. Shark fin antenna. Great lines. With the SE, you're looking at an average of 46, 47 city, 45 highway for a great smooth ride. This has got a MSRP of $34,049. This has the premium paint, all-weather floor liners, and mud guards. Oh, hit a wrong button. Meant to turn you around, but I hit the wrong button. Yeah, but that's the SE on the outside. On the inside, let's take a look here. Now, I've left this thing running, so this thing is still on, and you can hear how quiet this is as we go. So we're going to get in. Let's take a look around. So you got the 8-inch screen in this one, all touch screen, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. When you're looking at your controls for your cruise control, that sets it. That's your lane departure. There's your modes. So when you look up there in the center, go to mode, we're in adaptive cruise. Now we're regular cruise. Adaptive cruise. That's your distance. So you go up here, distance. Well, it's not going to let us play with it because we're not on. You've got all your different menus in here. So you can go back and forth with your menus. Go down. That's your audio. That's your driver assist with your adaptive cruise. You can go over, there's your compass. Go back down, there's your audio. Go down, there's your trip meter, time and distance. Distance, average speed, 5 miles an hour. Go down, there's your settings. You can adjust everything right there. Go down, no messages. We don't have any messages as of yet. All your buttons, so your gas, your trunk, your brightness, traction control off, auto high beams, all of that is right there. You can pick up the phone right there, volume, voice commands. So you can give it a command to call your wife, call your buddy, call your favorite Toyota guy, ToyotaJohn, 734-846-0007. You've got wireless charging. You've got tons of charging options in this car. But let's go for a ride. Got to get the glasses on. I know I'm not supposed to have sunglasses on, but they're transitions. It is what it is. I don't lose them that way. So like we talked about, at the beginning, this is a great daily commuter car. This is something for the value conscious. Cost conscious, I tell you to go Corolla. Value conscious, if you're looking for the best value is going to be the Camry. It's a little bit more money up front, but you've got more space. You've got the same gas mileage. So you're looking at a little bit more money up front. But for longevity, they'll both run forever. But this is going to be more versatile, more trunk space, more space in the back seat. More options available. This one doesn't have the moonroof. There's a lot that this one does not have, but it's a base SE, and we're looking at, comparably equipped. We're looking at about $5,000-$6,000 more than a Corolla XSE that has a lot of these same features. A lot of it's going to be the same. And off we go on to 28th Street. And you're going to notice this has got a smoother, quieter ride than what you're going to get in the Corolla. Like I said, more space, smoother ride, better handling. It's a step up. They're both Toyotas. They're both great cars. But it all depends on what the goal is. If you're looking for the least expensive way to commute in the Toyota lineup, it's going to be a Corolla. If you go Corolla hybrid, you're going to get 51 miles per gallon. If you're looking for the least expensive option, you're looking at a Corolla LE, which is what we drove last time, and it was $24,000 on that car. This one is $34,000, so this is $10,000 more, but you're going from an average of 35 to an average of 47. So you're picking up 12 miles per gallon. If you're commuting like me, 65 miles one way, it could make all the difference in the world. You've got more horsepower. So you're looking at On this one, you're looking at 224 horsepower versus the 196 that's in that Corolla. When you're looking at our competitors, so when you're looking at Honda, the Honda Accord, their hybrid is putting out less miles per gallon, less horsepower by 15, 20 horsepower. Is that a huge amount? Not if you're not racing NASCAR. Honda doesn't race NASCAR. They don't have anything in there. Toyota does. Toyota's got the Camry in there. Maybe it's the Supra now. I forget. Yeah, but you're looking at a good, smooth, quiet ride. I've got the AC blasted. You've got dual climate control, so you've got two positions. If this is a car, for you and your significant other, if your significant other is anything like my wife, when I'm hot, she's cold. When I'm cold, she's hot. You can set two separate temperatures in this cabin. Wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. So Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze, whatever you use for navigation on your phone, you're going to use right here. It's all up on that infotainment screen, which makes life easier. Toyota's got Drive Connect. It's a subscription. It is the best navigation that Toyota's had out in quite a while, but it is a subscription service. It is all satellite based, which is cool. You get all the latest and greatest updates. But I like Google Maps better than I like Drive Connect. That's just me. You may like Drive Connect. Maybe Drive Connect is the answer for you. I don't know. We all do different things. We all like things different. We all expect different things in our cars. We all like a different ride, feel, and handling. We all have different goals. That's why they give us all these different cars to choose from. But remember, all the cool kids choose Camrys or choose Toyotas. All the cool kids are driving Toyotas. Yes, all the cool kids. And as I said before, the cooler cool kids are buying from my home dealership, Toyota Grand Rapids. The coolest of those cooler kids are buying from ToyotaJohn at Toyota Grand Rapids, buying a Toyota. We've done this every time. Here's the sound system. We've got a good sound system. We got some country here with the highway. Oops. A little bit quick. I'll tell you this, with the hybrids, they're deceptively fast. You don't feel like you're going as fast as you are. I was a little bit over 10 over right there. Had to slow down. You'll get used to it. But you've got a great power to weight ratio, and the electric motors give you absolutely great torque. Turn that off before I get a copyright thing. I can't listen to the music and post a video. Okay. Yeah, but right now, looking down at my gauge cluster, on this little test drive for the last 5, 6, 7 minutes, whatever it is, I have been 70% hybrid. At 70% hybrid, I'm getting big time miles per gallon. Let's see if I can take a look at that right now. Ooh, I've got one of the best eco scores I've ever gotten. I'm usually a D driver. Gives you a score out of 100. Right now, I'm cruising at an 89%. I've got a score of 89 out of 100. I usually have a lead foot. I usually drive a little bit fast. Oh, I'm down to 61. Oh, 38. The braking got me. Everybody started slowing down real quick. Hopefully you can hear the click, 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 click. Not overbearing. Some people that bothers. That doesn't bother me. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. Here again, we all like different things. Oh, I jumped from a 38 to a 57. I've got a 57 score. Let's see what this guy's doing. Can't figure out what they're doing. Don't want to get hit. All right, and we're off again. Hear how quiet that is? And this doesn't even have the acoustic glass on the side windows. You go with an XSE or an XLE with the premium package, and you get, they all have acoustic glass up front. You get acoustic glass on the side, the front, driver and passenger side windows. If you put it down about halfway, you can look down on top and you can see the 3 levels. You've got 2 layers of glass with a membrane in between them that's all sandwiched together that makes this an even quieter ride than what you're hearing right now. Great prices, good rates. That's all going to be based on your credit. As far as rates go, I try not to talk about that. Your average good rate in Michigan, I don't know where you're at. California is going to be different than Michigan, but right now you're somewhere between 5 and 6%. I'm thinking for a good rate. I don't do the rates day in and day out. I've got some credit unions that are right there at that 5. There may be somebody lower. I don't pay attention to that part. I do the cars. I don't do the interest rates. I don't do the financing. Credit unions are usually the best bet unless Toyota's got a special rate out there. And I don't know what Toyota's special rate is now. And if you're seeing this in July, it's going to be different. I think the current incentives go to June 30th, I think. I'd have to double check it. I'll double check and let you know in the closing and see if we have any special rates going right now. I don't remember off the top of my head. And we're back to 28th. So we're about done with the ride and drive portion of this. Don't forget, check me out on the interwebs. I am ToyotaJohn on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You may find me as ToyotaJohn LLC. You can go to ToyotaJohn.com and find me that way. You can get to click to all my socials. When you go there, do all the things. Like, subscribe, follow, subscribe, share. That's the important one, share. Put it out there, make a comment. Let me know what you think of this content. Let me know if it's a waste or not. But check all this out. You're going to find the long version of this on YouTube. You'll have all the shorts. I'll try to put a link to the full video for the shorts in with that, and we will go from there. We're probably about a little bit over a half mile. Maybe we're a half mile. We might be a mile away. Maybe I'll speed this part up so it'll be a shorter video. We'll show my driving where I'm not talking, and we'll just kind of speed through some of that. Maybe some of the gibberish too. I don't know. I kind of like this format. You tell me what you think. If you think I should keep doing this, give me a heart. If you don't like it, give me an angry face. Either way, I'm going to keep doing my thing, selling Toyotas, letting you guys know what's going on with Toyota, and figuring it out from there. And we're back home at the dealership. There's the click, click, click from the turn signal again. We'll put this one back where we got it. It was hiding in between 2 trucks. I couldn't find it when I first went out looking for it. On the side of the lot with our new cars, we've got mainly trucks over here. I found 2 cars over on the side, buried in between the trucks. There's a Crown just down the way over here that's hiding over here. That's the other thing that I like about these. You've got the predictive path on SE and above. You don't necessarily get it on the LE, but it's kind of cool. So once again, we'll go over a couple things in. There's your big screen. There's your climate controls all right there. You've got your charging ports right there, wireless charging here. Good space there with a 12 volt right there. Cup holders. We looked at all the controls. So there you go. There's your Camry SE. Great value. And I gotta get this put away. I'll be back in a second. So there you go. Toyota Camry. Toyota Camry SE is what we drove. You've got the LE, which will save you just a little bit of money. You can go higher than that. But one more quick look at the car. It's beautiful, isn't it? So remember, do all the things. Like, share, subscribe. But more importantly than that, all the cool kids are driving Toyotas. The cooler cool kids are buying from my home dealership, Toyota Grand Rapids. The coolest of the cool kids are buying from ToyotaJohn at Toyota Grand Rapids. It's important. A little bit of peer pressure. I'm told it works. Let me know. Have I pressured you? Do you feel the pressure? Is it working? If it is, give me a call, 734-846-0007. Give me a call. We'll set up a time for you to come out and drive one of these Camrys, Corollas, CHRs, BZs, RAV4s. I am one of 2 dealerships in Michigan that has a RAV4 that you can drive. But with that, you guys have a great day. I'll talk to y'all next time.